everyone! So, it's that time again. I'm gonna be showing you a plan with me video. The last one I did was August, and I was really proud of it whenever I first made that video, but looking back at it now, it's probably one of the worst videos I ever did. It was so disorganized, even though I thought it was organized at the time, and I'm hoping this one will be a lot shorter and a lot more cohesive than that one was. Even though I got a lot of good comments on it, and I actually had a lot of people posting stuff on Instagram of stuff they learned from watching it, so that was pretty cool. Also, I apologize for my voice. I have like some weird bronchial something. Like I don't know if it's allergies or if it's some sort of bug going on. I'm assuming it's a bug because the weather here changed so drastically from like fairly, warm 60s, high 60s, low 70s to like 30s. So everyone I know is like sick in some way, whether that's allergies or something. So yeah, so let's just get started, shall we? So I'm just going to skip right to my November review and December planning page. I posted this on my Instagram and I was so excited because it just looks so neat and tidy, which my spreads usually don't, so I was really excited about that. And I had never done an evaluation like this before. I had never done, an evaluation of my previous month and then planning of my second month. I just kind of went by the seat of my pants and just, tried everything. Like everything from, I think, mid-October forward is all just experimental, me trying new things. So it was kind of cool to finally do one of these and actually know what works for me. Because that's the beauty of bullet journaling, is that it's a planner for you that you create that is tailored to you, and everything in it should work for you. And if you find something that doesn't, well, scrap it and make a new page, it's fun. So pretty much for the November review, I pretty much just put what I liked, what wasn't working for me, and things I wanted to add to my December. So I know this looks like a lot of pages, but it's really not, I promise. So pretty much what I liked was the hand lettering variants, which was pretty much, the different lettered headers, and then headers up here, stuff like this, just different lettering. I got into that this last month, and lettering is so much fun. And journaling every day, I did that all through October. Loved it. Did it the first week of November, and then ended up changing my weeklies just because I wanted to see if I could get into single page weeklies, and I just couldn't. It just wasn't enough room. So journaling every day is a must now. It's really cool for me to like go back every day and see what happened later on. Weather icons, I love those, even if I never look at them, it's just something colorful on my page and I love it, and I think they're super cute, so I always do them. Book trackers, I started reading a lot in October and November actually. And they're just a nice little page that I can have in my bullet journal that has a lot of color and is super fun. I've been reading Harry Potter lately, and just a fun little page I can decorate and have color and, practicing lettering, it's amazing all in one, so. And it actually motivates me to read a little more than just having a Goodreads account, so. Habit trackers, I started those weekly in November, and I enjoyed using them. I was actually pretty proud of myself that I actually, stuck with it every week, and I did it. Some weeks are better than others, I'm not gonna lie. The gym kind of fell off right there because, holidays. And then I have this one, and eventually, I said weekly, but in December I ended up doing a full month one because I'm trying to get used to full month ones so I can have them in my Leuchtturm journal. This is a dot grid, and this is a ruled one, so if you're trying to make squares and make them evenly, you have to use a ruler with this one. And I figured if I can do it in this one, I can do it in this one easier. So pretty much just training myself to be better at that kind of stuff. I know, it makes sense in my brain. I don't know what I'm saying right now. My daily setup from week 1 is pretty much what I did. Yeah, pretty much this. I liked this setup the best. This was what worked for me in October, all through October. I really like this one, but I ended up experimenting all through November with different weekly styles and stuff like that. This week's is similar, but not exactly the same. I don't have as much room. So that's what I liked. Dashboard pages, like I showed with the habit trackers, those are what worked for me. Not really sure if I want them anymore though, now that I have a habit tracker page. Pretty much those dashboards was just a place for me to have my habit tracker and smaller trackers like my average water intake for the week or something like that. Not really sure if I like these anymore. I might. I'm not really sure. Haven't really decided. Pops of color, whether that be, you know, coloring in little doodles like this, or washi tape, which I have a lot of now. You know, just different writing, that kind of stuff. And then on my dashboards, my main to-do and do this week. Pretty much these two things. Those are two main things I want to keep because my main to-dos are, you know, the things I have to get done either for later this week or next week. Usually next week. And then the do this week column is amazing because I always forget. It's just a nice thing to look at the beginning of the week so you know where to either put it in here or know it's coming up. Weight line graph. I started a workout thing in November and I actually dropped a lot of weight, but can you see where the holidays kicked in? Yeah, I actually really liked how I was doing the November weight thing, so I did continue that in December. And then Plan With Me challenge is a must for me now. I love the Plan With Me challenge. It's a really good tag. Just either get your name out there, look for inspiration, see what everyone else is doing with the same prompts. It's just really cool to see how everyone interprets it. So yeah, that's the thing I'm doing every month now. I am doing that in December as well. Not working for me was the one-page dailies, the ones that were just one page, couldn't do it. Not enough room, the notes section on my dashboards, wasn't even using it, and the water tracker, I know how much water I drink. Okay, it's either I'm in a total water drinking mood and I drink a ton, or I drink none at all. There's no in between. I don't even know why I track it. I've tried all throughout this journal to have water trackers and it just does not work. So, that's what's happening. Things I wanted to add was a memories page. I had done them before and I loved doing them. I love doodling on them. I love making them colorful. They were amazing. And then I just fell out of it when school started. So I was really trying to get that memories page back now that I have a better idea of how I want to do it. December goals page. Originally wanted to do it with sticky notes. Ended up not doing it with sticky notes, but I do have a goals page now for the month. Washi tape and marker stripes. Again, pops of color. And you guys saw from my last video, I have a lot of washi tape now, and I used a lot of it in December. Doodles and decorations, again, just making it fun, coloring them in a little bit would bring some color. I wanted more room for more tasks per day to stay on top of things, so, you know, just things like get milk, or a chore or something I have to do, like, just more room for simple tasks like that rather than bigger events, because then all I focus on are the bigger events, which isn't a bad thing, but, you know, when my room is starting to look like a pigsty and I never schedule time to clean it, it gets a little messy. So, different headers for dailies, pretty much just, where are they at? You know, changing these up a little bit, even though I actually didn't in December. I have it all inked in just like this, but something to look forward to, you know. That's another evaluation I can do. And then color-coded with classes. I have this thing in the back, and I can't remember if I made this in my August one. I don't remember, but I have this for all my 3 classes, and I was doing really well with color coding, and then stuff got crazy, and I just didn't have time to worry about what color I was writing it in. I just had to write it down. So, pretty much going to try and do that more in December. Haven't written a lot into my dailies yet, so hopefully I'll be able to remember to do these. It's just, you know, it's always folded in the back and I forget about it, so. And then finally my December planning page. This page is pretty much just me mapping out what pages I want. So pretty much what I did, I went through with little tiny sticky notes about this big, and I just wrote, you know, intro page, goals, habit tracker, challenges, you know, and I just stuck them in the back every time I, you know, flip to a blank page, stick it, flip, stick, flip, stick, kind of thing. And that just helped me map out my pages, and then when I figured out the order and how many pages I could have, that's when I wrote it here, and that's when I knew what order it went in, I knew the best order for me, and it was just easier for me to see it visually what I was going to have in December. So, and plus it went really well with my review page. So let's just dive into December. Okay, so December, yay! I'm actually really in love with this intro page. So I finally got into washi, and I am using the blues, shades of blue, white, gray / silver, and black sort of color scheme. Don't get me wrong, I love the red and green of Christmas, but I'd rather use the more wintry theme for Christmas than the red and green. Red and green just sometimes just doesn't go together, and sometimes it's just put together way too much. So yeah, this was originally something else, and I changed it to be ornaments because ornaments. And again, hand lettering, lots more of that. I was going to add like line weight to this, but I just loved how simple it looked, so I kept it. More washi tape. You guys should totally go follow on every single social media website she has. Sunshine and Stationery. She is my washi guru and queen, and she's amazing. This is pretty much the ripped edges, and the different layering is pretty much all inspired by her. So go follow her everywhere. So like my December goals and tasks, I pretty much just put it into school, social, personal, and Christmas. Christmas is pretty much just going to be, what I have to get done. Personal, just, me, like, go to the gym 4 times a week, sort of art every day, bullet journaling every day, ink in my Leuchtturm because I am afraid to ink in it, so December is definitely going to have to be the month where I ink in it. Plan January, that kind of stuff. Social, blog, Instagram, do a challenge, start a regular YouTube schedule again. And then for school, it's no procrastinating, no skipping, study every day, and rock the finals. So I was originally going to do sticky notes and do like the little portals or whatever. Couldn't get into that. I just totally scrapped it whenever I tried doing it. And I I forgot about it, and then I tried it and I was like, no, never mind. My full month habit tracker. This is why my weeklies, or my weekly dashboards, are now boring because I switched it all to one page because I wanted to get it to the point where I could easily transfer this and get used to using just the one page habit tracker for whenever I move into my Leuchtturm. And it's kind of intimidating, honestly. That's why I sort of did a bigger habit tracker on my last weekly for November, because I wanted to get used to the bigger habit trackers. It can be intimidating, and I've heard from a lot of other bullet journal people that it is intimidating to have like a full page, but I broke it up into 2, so maybe it doesn't look as much. So I might do that in my Leuchtturm. I might try just, the big horizontal one everyone else does, just to see if I can get it going or not. My challenges page, I have the Plan With Me challenge here, so if I don't want to look on my Instagram, which is usually what I do anyway, I can look in here, like if I'm at school and the Wi-Fi is horrible, I can look at this, see what day I'm on, because it goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, I know the order it goes in, and then post according to that. Like if I, the first day is, like if the day is where I plan, I can either do it while I'm sitting on my bed, I can take a picture here, or if I'm at school, I can just go to my regular table, snap a pic real quick, and anyway, it's just an easier way. Like if I don't have any good signal, I can take a picture, post it later. I am leaving this blank down here just because I'm wanting to do a lettering challenge every day like I did in October. I did the Letter to the Office challenge, and it was the best challenge ever, especially since I was very new to hand lettering, and it's just amazing. I loved it. It was the best challenge ever. Anyway, so I'm planning on doing a Christmas one once those start coming out. Hopefully soon, so I can put it in here and get ready for it. I'll probably just do it with my microns again, if not some colored pencils or pens or something like that, because I tried my Copics actually in the very back, and they bleed way too much for me to use them in here, so it's depressing, but that's, it is what it is. My weeklies pretty much look the same as November, except they have washi. I highlight here now instead of just circling the days. Again, going with the blue theme. This actually looks more green in this lighting and on my camera than it does in real life, so oops. This says with love on it. I figured that was a good one because black goes really well with this, and it has white in it, so I went with it, and with love, you know, month of Christmas and giving. So I sort of have a mini habit tracker down here. This is my plan to make finger knit scarves. I might do a video on it, I'm not really sure. I made one a really long time ago, and it was horrible. That might be an option too. It'll probably have to be in like January or February or something if I'm still doing it. Anyway, but main to-dos due this week, you know, the usual. And then I have my weekly setup. This is definitely going to have enough room for journaling and lettering, which makes me super happy. You know, same thing. Colorful washi. This is one of the 2 or 3 pages I have in this month where I specifically put it here because it's either happening that week or the week after. And, you know, obviously if it's prep, I'm going to need to see it before finals happen. So that's why I put it here and not after my finals week. So this is pretty much just a place for me to put when it is, what I need to study, things I should probably be studying more than other things, that kind of stuff. So just little finals notes for me to remember. I actually did this a couple times throughout my journal where if I was going on a trip, say I would, you know, put Peoria packing list or packing for Peoria or something like that, and then, you know, put out my packing list, and then, you know, once I flip the next page, Peoria is right there, kind of thing. So that's pretty much just why I put this here, because I can't remember if it starts on the 9th or if it starts on the 12th. But I didn't want to take any chances, so I just put it right here. And again, same sort of setup. It's a little bit more squished. I'm seeing now that I probably measured this out a little wrong, maybe? Probably did. I don't know. It looks a little wonky to me, so of course I see that now that I'm filming a video. Yeah, I already have some things penciled in, or inked in, I guess. And, you know, eventually it's going to be all full of lettering and journaling and stuff, so hopefully this will look really cool by the time I do my first bullet journal flip through. Again, another weekly dashboard, scarves due this week, need to do, washi, you know, the whole bit. I actually just filled these in, or highlighted it with my cheap Winsor and Newton markers, and I say cheap, I know they're usually not, but the Hobby Lobby around me had these in the clearance section for $2.87 each, so that's why to me they're cheap. And some of them are actually sort of almost dried up, so it adds a little bit of color here and there. Again, same thing with the weekly. This is another insert page where, you know, it's the week of Christmas, the 25th is Sunday, so on this page it's going to be a fun lettering page, it's going to have doodles, it's going to be super fun, and I'm actually really proud of this washi right here. I could honestly just leave this page like this and I would be totally okay with it. So pretty much it's just going to be Merry Christmas, you know, it's just going to be me practicing my lettering. It's going to be super cute once it's all done, I promise. So I will probably post this once it's done on my Instagram, so if you want to go follow my Instagram somewhere, either on the screen or in the description, at Haley Journals is my bullet journal Instagram. I actually just hit 1,200 followers, like it's kind of scary and amazing at the same time, so thank you all for following, you guys are amazing. I find so much washi inspiration on Instagram. I'm on Instagram more than anything else, to be honest. I'm on there 24/7. So yeah, another inspiration from a lot of bullet journalers, Sunshine Stationery, you know, all those fun things. So yeah, this is going to be a fun page, and because it's right before, you know, it's on the week of Christmas, that's why I put it here, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'll try and explain it in the comments, but, you know, just ask me if it still doesn't make sense. Yeah, same thing. And then just for the last one, since it's not really a school week, it's at the end of the year, you know, there's probably going to be a lot going on, but I'm probably going to be not looking at it that much because I won't be in school. And then I have little spaces here for, you know, Happy New Year 2016, Hello 2017. Again, not going to do those right now, but they will be on my Instagram if I do anything to it. I do plan on at least doing something down here, if not both up here and down there, so. And this is just a little place for the weather, since I won't have any space over here. Let's see if I can find that place. Yeah, so it's just like this one where I had the one page weekly. I think this one had it too. Yeah, so just a one page. See, look how nice it was. It was so sunny, and then, you know, clouds rolled in, and then now it's just crappy out. So no snow yet, thank goodness. Knock on wood. I hate snow. But yeah, it's pretty much just gonna look like this when it's all done. I actually forgot a line, but I think I might just keep it without a line. I don't know. Probably not. So yeah, my one-page weekly in the back. I don't really have anything planned as far as I know. I'll probably go over to Austin's, or he'll come over and we'll, you know, maybe have a few drinks or something. I don't know. Book tracker. Amazing book tracker. I actually started this in November, but so I had to start it right away so I can potentially have it done before I have to renew it. I'll probably end up renewing it because finals week. But this is my Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban one. Again, mixing, hand lettering. These are supposed to be little snitches. If you watch Harry Potter, you know what I mean, but they're supposed to be little snitches. So cute. So I tried being a fangirl. I feel like I'm not allowed to fangirl unless I finish all the books, but yeah, I am actually on chapter 5 or 6 right now. I'm actually reading a few books, but I just do the Harry Potter ones because, you know, they're popular and I can do a lot with their habit trackers. You saw the last one was... where'd it go? Yeah, so, you know, simple but still colorful for this one. And then for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, I actually really like this one. I don't know why, but yeah, these were supposed to be like books, but I just kind of made them... I try to make it look like a library card because, you know, at the end it says Hogwarts Library, you know, so... That one I think you guys saw. I think this is in August. I'm not really sure. Yeah, August, so... Yeah, this is, like I said, a reason for me to make a fun page and have it still be useful. Functional. That's usually... My book trackers are usually what I put for the functional prompt for Plant With Me challenge if it's on there. And after that I have my December weight, which is pretty much just going to look like the November one. And then I brought back the memories page. I am excited to fill up the memories page because I'm hoping to make a lot of good memories in December. And I'll probably end up either doing a big lettering thing or a doodle. And I'll just, you know, square it off and try and make it look like one of those photo boards or whatever that you see on Pinterest. So yeah, or, you know, maybe I'll get fancy and make them look like these little Polaroid things. Maybe I'll like trace it or make them my own or something like that. So, no, not that many would fit on here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll make them look like that. I haven't really decided yet. I'll figure that out whenever I start making December memories. So, hoping for a good December. I'll leave it on a positive note for you. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of, you know, in-depth things about my bullet journal, go ahead and hit subscribe, follow my blog, follow me on Instagram. That's where you're probably going to see bullet journal stuff. I do plan on doing a bullet journal flip through, my first bullet journal flip through in January, sometime in January, probably mid to late January. Just because I don't have time right now to film it, and I have to fill in December 1st before I, you know, jump into that, and then I'll probably do another one showing the migration from my moleskin to my long term, and probably like, you know, comparing them and stuff, so I don't know. So yeah, I also do plan on doing more bullet journal stuff and blogging regularly. So my new plan is to upload on Mondays, hopefully. If I don't upload on Monday, you guys will get a blog post on Thursday, and that's probably what I'm going to put next in my December, just so I can get into the habit of uploading Monday with a blog post and then a random blog post and or video on Thursdays, just so you guys have a lot of content whether I'm uploading or not. And that way I can do bullet journal and art either way. So like if I do a bullet journal video on Monday, I can do an art post on Thursday, you know. So best of both worlds, gets me in the habit of using my blog that I have now fully revamped, so go check that out. And yeah, if you're new to bullet journaling, I'll put my Instagram for bullet journaling down below. You guys can just go look through my following, you know, the accounts I follow on there, because they're all amazing, and I love every single one of them, and I love all my followers, so thank you guys so much. I hope you guys will stick around for more art and bullet journal videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!